Today on the podcast, I have a really interesting story, and that is that there's a company called Moreh. They just raised $22 million in a Series B. This is an AI software developer company. But what's interesting is they were backed by AMD and a Korean telecommunications company, which is called KT. So I think there's some really interesting things they're doing here that you're not really going to see anywhere else. So today on the podcast, I'm going to be diving into what Moreh is doing, why they just raised this $22 million, and why I think this is important for AI developers in the future. Let's get into it. Welcome to the world's #1 AI podcast, AI Chat. I'm your host, Jaden Schaefer. Make sure that you go to aibox.ai, link in the show notes, to join the waitlist for our new AI platform. We're going to be launching an incredible platform that allows you to build anything you want with workflows in AI. So you're able to chain together ChatGPT and image generators and audio generators to make really powerful apps for your organization, or you can host them on our marketplace and actually generate royalties from them. So make sure to go to aibox.ai and join the waitlist. In addition, if you like the podcast, if you could do me a massive favor and please leave us a review on Apple or Spotify or wherever you listen to your podcast. This helps me be able to get better guests on here as they check the reviews to see how you guys are liking it. So if you could please do that, I would really, really appreciate it. Have you ever wanted to start your own podcast? I record and publish podcasts on a platform called Spotify for Podcasters, and I absolutely love it. Essentially, you can upload from your phone or computer, and it distributes to every platform that plays podcasts. They support video podcasts, and you can make money on the platform with ads or even podcast subscriptions, something that has made my life so much easier as a podcaster. So if you're interested, I highly recommend you give it a try. You can download the Spotify for Podcast app or go to spotify.com/podcasters to get started on your podcast today. AMD and Korean telecommunication giant KT have both doubled down on their investment into AI software, and they've backed a new company called Moreh. This is a really promising startup that is specializing in optimizing and creating AI models. So the Santa Clara and also Seoul-based startup recently raised $22 million in their Series B, and that is lifting its total investments to around $30 million so far. So what sets Moreh apart, I think, is its innovative AI software named Moreh. So this flagship product stands out as a bit of a rival to NVIDIA's CUDA or CUDA. However, it has some compatibility with some popular machine learning frameworks like Google's TensorFlow and Meta's PyTorch. So more notably, I think it supports applications and AI models that were kind of traditionally restricted to NVIDIA, and now they're able to kind of work with them as well. So there's a perception, I think, right now in the tech community that while the existing AI software might be fit for, small scale AI models requiring only a few GPUs, it doesn't really get the job done when faced with larger AI infrastructure. So as enterprises rapidly adopt AI, they often find that their IT infrastructure and data architectures aren't really primed for training AI models. I think this is kind of a sentiment that is echoed in a lot of different industry reports that came out recently. So Gangwon Zhou, who's the co-founder and CEO of Moreh, elaborated on kind of their AI solutions. He had a discussion recently with someone, and he was kind of mentioning how essentially it facilitates AI developers, data center managers, and AI chip manufacturers to design a more adaptable AI infrastructure. This comes as a vital innovation, particularly in light of the ongoing GPU shortage worldwide. So it's definitely something that's needed right now. Joe also was kind of underscoring the software's ability to effortlessly power GPUs and other AI chips like neural processing units or, NPUs to manage AI models, including some, massive AI models like GPT-3 and T5. And they do all of this without, the need for code alterations, sorry. So yeah, I think it's fairly impressive. So KT, that's the Korean telecommunications company. And I think their association with Moreh has been going on since around 2021. They already resulted in the creation of a cost-efficient AI infrastructure powered by AMD GPUs and Mo AI software. KT essentially got Moreh's technology. They highlighted that its efficiency in developing large language models and other AI models outstripped NVIDIA's DGX, and that was both in speed and also GPU memory capability or capacity. So definitely an impressive piece of software. Moreh also kind of showcased that AMD's MI250 Instinct accelerator integrated with the Moreh AI platform, and they kind of demonstrated I think it was like a 116% surge in GPU throughput in contrast to NVIDIA's A100. So definitely impressive, right? They're making some big plays in the space. I think they were also kind of showcasing their power. Moreh recently completed the training of a Korean language-based large language model, which had around 211 billion parameters. They plan to roll out this model as soon as an open source model in the coming months, which will be really cool. I'm super happy to see that they're, kind of committed to that whole vision of open source. Having started generating revenue just last year, Moreh I think it's pretty ambitious, but essentially they're targeting a revenue of around $30 million by the end of this year. And I think as shared by Joe in a recent conversation, this is kind of like what their forecast is going to be going forward. So Brad McCready from AMD also was really optimistic about the whole AI software landscape. And he said, quote, "The AI software ecosystem supporting AMD AI hardware continues to expand, offering choices for data scientists and other AI aficionados as they develop the AI models and solutions that will spearhead the industry's continued growth." I think this is so interesting, really. You're going to see AMD making these kind of plays and making these kind of investments into software that works with their chips as they really try to fight. They have very strong competition right now from NVIDIA, who's just by and large kind of run away with the industry. So I think right now, a way that AMD can try to catch up is by essentially kind of investing in technology that is complementary and helps them to, outcompete NVIDIA. So I think that's what we're seeing with this investment particularly. The recently secured funds that they just got, essentially they're going to use them for research, product expansion, and augmenting their headcount, right? Hiring more employees. They currently have around 70 employees. I think it's noteworthy that alongside new investors, their South Korean VC firms like Smilegate Investments and Force Partners, who had previously invested in Moreh, also pitched in during the Series B round. So that's always a really good sign when an investor, a venture capital firm, or someone else invests in one round and they do a follow-on investment in the next round. It really kind of shows the company's growing, and those investors view the next investment as a way to, continue to make returns. They don't think that the company's capped out or isn't going to continue making money. So definitely a good sign, and this is going to be a very interesting company to follow in the future.
This episode is brought to you by Shopify. That's the sound of switching your business to Shopify, the global commerce platform that supercharges your selling. Harness the best converting checkout and same intuitive features, trusted apps, and powerful analytics used by the world's leading brands. Stop leaving sales on the table. Discover why millions trust Shopify to build, grow, and run their business. Sign up today for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/tech23.
This episode is brought to you by Klaviyo, the platform that powers smarter digital relationships. With Klaviyo, you can activate all your customer data in real time, connect seamlessly with your customers across all channels, guide your marketing strategy with AI-powered insights, recommendations, and automated assistance, deliver experiences that feel individually designed at scale, and grow your business faster. Power smarter digital relationships with Klaviyo. Learn more at klaviyo.com/Spotify. That's KLAVIYO.com/Spotify.
Thank you for listening to the AI Chat Podcast. If you enjoyed the podcast, I'd appreciate it if you rate me wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you're looking for an innovative group of AI enthusiasts, make sure you check out our Discord channel and also our Facebook community. It's obviously a lot more interactive than a podcast, where we can actually share software tools, prompts that we're using in everyday AI. I'll leave a link for those in the description below.